Hello everyone. Welcome to the Blockchain News Club. Let's take a brief intro into today's crypto updates before going into the details. Elizabeth Warren is focusing on concerns about national security when it comes to possible crypto legislation. She also raises red flags about a number of other issues in the space, such as consumer protections and the impact on the environment. Charles Gasparino, a senior correspondent for Fox News, says that after the FTX mess, the SEC is trying to cut off cryptocurrency in all of its forms. This is what a number of securities lawyers and former SEC officials say. Reports say that South Korea's Financial Supervisory Service is keeping an eye on the lawsuit between the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission and the cryptocurrency company Ripple. Dr. Roslyn Layton, a journalist for Forbes, has filed a motion to intervene. She wants the court to let her see the Hinman speech documents. Japanese crypto platform Coincheck has announced that it will be listing XRP. This new listing is significant as it represents a significant expansion of both companies' reach in the global cryptocurrency market. On Wednesday, XRP rallied by 4.95%, following a 3.13% gain on Tuesday. XRP wrapped up the day at 40 cents for the first time since February 7. Fintech giant Finistra, a Ripple partner, could be ready to sell its universal banking business for up to $7 billion, according to Reuters. Before we dive deep into today's updates, please subscribe to our Blockchain News Club channel. It will help us immensely. Senator Elizabeth Warren is trying to make a name for herself as the enemy of cryptocurrency. She's not doing it by herself, either. She is starting to get conservative Senate Republicans to join her fight against cryptocurrency. She is also getting early support from bank lobbyists, who also want to put a stop to startups that deal with digital assets. Warren has become a leading lawmaker on crypto regulation, and she is trying to get support for a bill that would have huge effects on the industry by making it harder to launder money and requiring more crypto service providers to verify their customers' identities. People who like crypto are fighting Warren's push, and some people think she is an outlier. But her new relationship with GOP lawmakers is part of a larger trend that could bring together liberals and conservatives, watchdog groups and bankers, all of whom want to stop the unchecked growth of crypto. That's a big change from last year, before the crypto market crash, when digital currency lobbyists made a lot of progress with lawmakers, who wrote friendlier, bipartisan laws with input from the industry. Crypto supporters have tried to say no to Warren's anti-money laundering bill as strongly as possible. They have called it a broad, unconstitutional threat to privacy that could affect more than just digital assets related to finance. Some people who used to be regulators don't like the bill either. The Financial Crimes Enforcement Network of the Treasury Department has been keeping an eye on illegal money and crypto for years. Customers of centralized crypto exchanges that register as money transmitters must have their identities checked. Warren's bill would give these kinds of responsibilities to other groups, like companies that make wallets for digital assets and people who mine cryptocurrency. Former federal prosecutor and Hogan Lovells partner Liz Boysen said, "It's so vague and broad that it could take years just to figure out what it means and put it into action." For the same reasons, lobbyists are also trying to brush it off. Alex Sarabia, a spokesman for Warren, said, "The crypto industry has an army of lobbyists and Washington insiders fighting against bipartisan rules that would stop criminals and rogue nations like Iran and North Korea from laundering crypto money. There's no reason to hold crypto to a lower standard or make it follow different rules for the same activities and risks." In an interview, Warren said that regulators have ways to stop consumer fraud, but money laundering is in a different space. "The way the law is set up now holds up a big sign over crypto that says, 'This is where money laundering happens,'" she said. In the wake of the FTX meltdown, Senate Banking Chair Sherrod Brown, who is also a vocal critic of cryptocurrencies, has said that he wants to try to put together a bill to regulate digital assets. Brown told Politico that he wants to work with both Democrats and Republicans who are skeptical of the government. Michael Adelman, president and CEO of the group, said, "Brown has asked for bankers' opinions, and a lot of it comes down to defining what crypto is. We don't have strong feelings about who should regulate it, but just like banks, someone needs to keep an eye on it. Let's get everyone on the same level." A senior journalist from Fox News says SEC is looking to cut off all forms of crypto. Charles Gasparino, a senior correspondent for Fox News, gave his opinion on the Securities and Exchange Commission's recent crackdown on the cryptocurrency industry. After what happened with FTX, a number of securities lawyers and former SEC officials say that the SEC is trying to cut off cryptocurrency in all of its forms. This is what Gasparino says. Notably, Gasparino said on Twitter that the Securities and Exchange Commission of the United States treated Ethereum and XRP differently because they were at different stages of blockchain development. It's important to remember that Gasparino has said over and over that these are not his own thoughts, but what agency sources have told him. South Korea reportedly monitoring Ripple's case against SEC. South Korea's News One said that the Financial Supervisory Service is keeping an eye on the lawsuit between the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission and the cryptocurrency company Ripple. The news source said on February 14 that the case of Ripple could have a big effect on how crypto assets are categorized in the Asian country. It also said that Bitcoin and Ethereum are not considered security tokens, but the way XRP is treated in the US could have a big effect on how other altcoins are treated as securities. South Korea's financial regulator previously said, "We would revise regulations and formats so that token securities can be issued and distributed in accordance with relevant guidelines, and hold a briefing session for the industry." South Korea just put out rules for how security tokens should be issued and how they should be regulated. Under this guidance, the country will regulate certain digital assets as securities under its Capital Markets Act and allow security token offerings under its Electronic Securities Act. Forbes journalist files motion for access to Hinman docs. Dr. Roslyn Layton, a journalist for Forbes, has filed a motion to intervene. She wants the court to let her see the Hinman speech documents. The journalist is being helped by lawyer J. Carl Chacheri to stop the SEC's plan to seal some of the Hinman speech documents on December 22. The motion says that Dr. Layton, who is a regulatory policy columnist, a visiting researcher at Aalborg University, and the executive vice president of Strand Consulting, has no financial interest in Ripple or XRP and no financial interest in the case. She has, however, written a lot about the Hinman speech documents for Forbes. The letter says that in those articles, she has looked at how important the Hinman documents are to the crypto industry and how they support the petition. Layton and her lawyers say that the press has a basic right under the First Amendment and federal common law to see these court documents. One reason why the documents should be made public is that the SEC has admitted how important they are. Layton says that a lot is at stake, not just for Ripple, its executives, and the thousands of people who own XRP, but for the whole crypto industry. This case could also affect the future of cryptocurrencies in the United States. It will be a legal vote on the SEC's system of regulation by enforcement for the industry as a whole. Ethereum has been told that the SEC doesn't have any power over it, but Ripple is facing a $1 billion fine. This lack of consistency has raised serious concerns about possible conflicts of interest, because Hinman had a financial reason to promote Ethereum over other coins like XRP, which were competing for investors' money. According to the letter from a Ripple supporter, documents from Hinman's speech will show if Ethereum supporters at the SEC had too much influence on Hinman's message or if insiders at the agency thought the advice Hinman gave was unclear or too far from what was expected. Such access is also important for helping the public figure out if the SEC's regulation by enforcement approach to cryptocurrencies makes sense, if its pursuit of Ripple is a good use of public tax dollars, and if the lines it has drawn actually work, says Layton. The CEO of Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse, said the following about the documents related to the speech at Davos. "When those things come out, I think you'll be able to see how the SEC could have decided to bring a case against Ripple based on what they were saying inside the company." Japanese crypto platform announces XRP listing. The Japanese cryptocurrency exchange Coincheck has said that it will list XRP. In a blog post on the company's website, Coincheck CEO Koichiro Wada said that XRP would be added to the list. In the post, Wada said that Coincheck had been watching the growth of XRP and the Ripple network for a while and was impressed by its potential for international payments. Wada went on to say that adding XRP to Coincheck's platform was part of the company's plan to increase the number of digital assets it offered and give its users more investment options. Both the Ripple and Coincheck communities were happy to hear that XRP would be added. The CEO of Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse, tweeted about how happy he was to hear the news, saying that Japan is a key market for both Ripple and crypto as a whole. Coincheck's announcement that it will list XRP is also important for the cryptocurrency industry as a whole. Japan has been one of the most crypto-friendly countries in the world, with many businesses and people using digital assets as a way to pay and invest. With the addition of XRP to Coincheck's platform, Japan's position as a major player in the global cryptocurrency market is strengthened even more. The news that Japanese cryptocurrency platform Coincheck will list XRP is a big deal for both Ripple and the cryptocurrency industry as a whole. When XRP is added to Coincheck's platform, it will be easier for Japanese investors to buy it, which could lead to more people wanting to buy it. XRP returns to 40 cents as the SEC v. Ripple case takes a new twist. Due to a negative start to the day, XRP fell to a low of 37 cents in the early morning. XRP went up to a late high of 40 cents, avoiding the first major support level at 37 cents. At 38 cents and 39 cents, XRP broke through the first and second major resistance levels. It ended the day at 40 cents. Wednesday, people were interested in what was going on with the SEC versus Ripple case. Defense attorney James Filan shared the latest, saying, Dr. Roslyn Layton, Ph.D., has filed a motion to intervene to petition the court for access to the Hinman speech documents. The filing highlighted that Dr. Layton has written numerous articles about the Hinman speech documents, examining the central role those documents play in the case, which she has dubbed the crypto trial of the century. William Hinman, who used to be the head of the SEC's Division of Corporation Finance, said that Bitcoin and Ethereum are not securities. The speech was controversial because Hinman has ties to Simpson Thacher, which is part of a group that supports Enterprise Ethereum. Hinman went back to Simpson Thacher after leaving the SEC. Before the SEC summary judgment reply brief was filed, the SEC had tried at least 6 times to use the attorney-client privilege to hide the documents. The filing gives presiding Judge Torres another document ruling about the Hinman speech to think about, and it gives the SEC another reason to think about settling. Fintech giant Finastra, a Ripple partner, could be ready to sell its universal banking business for up to $7 billion, according to Reuters. Reuters says that Vista Equity Partners, which owns the company, is working with a financial advisor to get ready for a sales process in the coming weeks. But talks are still in their early stages. People who know about the situation say that the unit makes about $1.7 billion in sales and $500 million in EBITDA. It is important to note that Finastra is a Ripple partner. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our channel for regular updates in the blockchain community.